Hanging out here with Missy Elliott. She's in the building.
Yes.
So we're gonna play a little game. You ready for it?
Okay.
It's called Review the Old and Plug the New.
Oh, snap.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So first of all, we're gonna talk about Supa Dupa Fly, 15 years old. That's crazy.
Wow. Eek.
So both critics and I would say the general public define Supa Dupa Fly as a refined hip-hop R&B album, and it really kind of changed the game. Why would you consider it a great album?
I consider Supa Dupa Fly a great album because everything about it, you hadn't heard it before. You hadn't heard that sound. Even the rap flows was different. I think it was 10 years ahead, 15 years ahead. It's funny, we did that album in 2 weeks.
Word?
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
When's the last time you listened to it front to back?
Oh shoot! I just actually listened to that album. Probably, I don't even think it was a month ago.
Oh really?
Yeah, totally.
Give you the same feeling?
Oh, I'm probably more in awe with it now than I was then. Then it was just like, okay, this is cute, but now when I'm listening and years later and seeing that it's still no records like this album. Oh, I'm in more awe now than I was then.
Me, I'm super fly, super duper fly, super duper fly.
How much of that album's success would you attribute to that Supa Dupa Fly video with Hype Williams?
Oh, how much of the success that I did? Oh, with Hype Williams, the Rain video, I think that it was like a puzzle because if you didn't get the record, once you saw the visual, it made all the sense in the world. And I think it kind of told you who I was. Not even just the record, it was just like, this girl is finna be a character. She finna be, you know, she gonna be something different. Not just for as the record, just visually, she's gonna change. You know, what he did with that is made people have to step up their visual games.
Set the tone.
Video. Yeah, totally.
So today, would you rate it Supa Dupa Fly, Super Fly, or just Fly?
Super extraordinary.
It's time to plug the new. We're gonna talk about the new record.
The new record,
okay,
right.
The new record. Are you leaning towards a title? Because initially I know Block Party, and then we had heard there's some other names you're toying with. Are you close to having a name for the record?
You know what? When it comes to naming this album, I'm trying to figure out. I did a Ustream, and it was, you know, a toss-up between Block Party and Class Dismissed. But then somebody said, Class Dismissed sound like class is over. Class in session sound like you taking people to school. So they busting my brain. I'm sitting around thinking which one. So I got to figure it out.
So what's the difference in your approach to writing and producing and rapping in comparison to like 1997? Has your approach changed at all?
My approach to writing and producing compared to when I did it in 1997, I don't think that it's any different. I think, you know, I go in the same way. I try to write what is relatable to the people, not just necessarily of what I think is hot, but something that can stick with the people. As far as producing wise, I'm always, you know, even back then I tried to do music that was totally the opposite of what I was hearing. That's, you know, I always tell people, you walk in a room, if everybody else, they tell you it's a pink party, you come in all white or all black, and that, you know, so you can stick out like a sore thumb.
Do you usually write your lyrics first, or do you write them to the beat?
I have to write my lyrics to the beat. I ain't that fortunate now. I got some talents, but I mean, I can do it that way, but I think the music speaks. The music speaks to you before lyrics is on there anyway. And music tell you, you know, it makes you feel like this should be a happy record, this should be a club record, this should be, you know, it tells you when you're listening to it what it should be. So I have to write to the music.
You've always had great features on the album, whether it was Aaliyah, Busta Rhymes, or Beyonce. Who can we look forward to on this one?
I ain't finna tell y'all that.
We have heard some rumors. We have heard some rumors.
Well, I mean, I have some great surprises. The rumor y'all probably heard is true, but it's some other rumors, if you want to say that, that will be on the album.
Can we expect a Ladies' Night 2012? Is that gonna happen?
Great possibility.
Great possibility.
Yeah, great possibility.
Missy Elliott, thank you very much for playing. Review the old, plug the new.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming through. We'll see you later.